There's really a two-speed kind of world when it comes to coronavirus right now. In China, things look like they're starting to get better, or the light at the end of the tunnel is there in China. Our team in Beijing and Shanghai are expecting the outbreak in China to be largely under control by the end of March and expect quite a strong rebound in factory production as things reopen. On the other hand, rest of the world, things are getting a bit worse. And at the EIU this week, we are revising all of our core forecasts and we are lowering our global growth rate. We were at 2%. That's now going to come down to 1.8% with further downgrades for China and then downgrades in Europe, US and other major markets.
1.8% for 2020?
For the world, yeah, 1.8% for 2020. Pre-coronavirus, we were at 2.2. So that's been about 20% of the global growth potential for this year has so far been wiped out by the emergence of coronavirus.
Do you think that fiscal stimulus will perhaps be enough to be able to right the ship or steady the ship as we, of course, navigate what's going on with coronavirus?
I think it certainly won't be enough to completely ameliorate the impact. So coronavirus is just a huge shock to the real economy, and there's not anything that can be done by either monetary or fiscal authorities to completely counteract that. We will have to have a negative impact. However, I do think at the moment fiscal policy is where the action should be, and I think the moves by certain countries, we heard about Hong Kong and also Singapore, that are really trying to target their fiscal stimulus into the directly affected sectors. So things like subsidies for workers or wage support in sectors like tourism or hospitality, SMEs, will certainly make some difference. It does raise a huge question for the rest of the world, though, and particularly, I think, for Europe, where the room for fiscal manoeuvre is much more limited. So that means Europe's going to find it harder to respond than Asia.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.